What's up, y'all? So getting into week 2 of 2024's training. So no footage for the first 3 days of the week. So let's talk about it a little bit. So at different firehouses, some of the stuff isn't as exciting as it really needs to. I just don't like videoing all the time. But let's talk about it. So Sunday was at a different firehouse. I'm going to do a video here soon with some of the different firehouses that I've been working at and what we've got equipment-wise. Here's the dog every time. But some 25-pound med ball throws, working on that standing Braemar shot put throw. Pull-ups 8x3, one-arm farmer's carries, dumbbell pullovers, and some various upper body stuff. The next day, we're progressing, if you followed along last week, with the front squat, 150 kilos, 330 pounds for 6x3. This is at my station, Station 1 in Charlotte. Had the inverse curl, step-ups, and TKEs. That day has been smoking me. I'm pushing the inverse curl, making it harder, and then just high volume on the step-ups and TKEs to get me. Tuesday, we had a long night Monday. I just got to the gym and was just like, it's not happening. Just not happening. So I think I went on a walk with the dog that day, and then I actually hit a workout at the house. I don't rarely ever do this. Hit one with my wife. So we hit some dumbbell overhead, dumbbell laterals, so shoulders, some bent rows, some bis tries, and then we actually had no power, or our power went out, and we actually, just to kill some time, went out and we ran some sprints. So that was really fun. Just 80% effort, didn't want to do anything too crazy. It was super dark and just eerie. And yeah, now let's get into the real footage of what else we got this week. All right, so this is one I've started doing now, and I'm really liking it. So I'm calling it fast landmine rotations. I'd started this day with a little bit of hammer winds. I think I have them maybe out of order here. But this landmine rotation, super light here week 1. I've progressed up, and I'm going to come back to the speed. And it's I'm trying to move it as fast as possible. So it's really about reverse and direction. Did some uneven carries, and then now kind of just a test here, kind of week 1. We did a snatch pull here with a low hang power snatch, and I worked up to 110 kilos on the day. Kind of surprised myself that it went that well, but obviously you can see I was sweating my ass off, and it was a pretty dang good session. Here's that 110. So pretty happy with that, and we'll see what that can progress in the coming weeks. Moved into clean pulls plus low hang cleans. Worked up to 140 kilos or 308 pounds, so there's 120. And this was one of those, once again, just feel out, see how it's going. And I don't know how much of all this other footage we have in here for the next few days, but this was a very solid week. With some of the days being a workaround, ended up not feeling it on Tuesday. So got one in at the house. Here's that 140 kilo set. And then I think this is, the hammer winds were out of order. So this was actually earlier in the day. It's been super rainy, and then we've had some on and off cold days. But with the rain, I am not a fan of throwing in the rain. I'm not a fan of throwing when it's wet on the turf. You've heard me say this before if you follow along. I hate the risk of slipping and hurting something. Even when you go throw in the grass, it just tears up and turns to mud. I'm not a fan. So next day, Thursday, so got that day in. I was actually, the day you just saw I was off in the daytime and had to go and work that night. So a little bit of a different day for me. And then Thursday, we've got vertical jumps, 5 sets of 3, sandbag throws here. This is a 60-pound sandbag for weight over bar, quote unquote. Another one that I can just get it in and get the reps in. It's not perfect because it is two-handed. I have to do this weird crossing of my index fingers. If I do my hands normal, like next to each other, my right index finger pops and has this nerve pain. It's the weirdest thing. Don't have anything else that gives it to me. So I figured after enough trial and error and this weird nervy feeling, figured out I can do this, and sometimes it still acts up, but I'll do it with the fingers crossed, almost like if you've ever been a golf club. Did these med ball throws. So this is the second week. I've been measuring the speed of these med ball throws. So I went 4 pounds week 1. This is a 6-pound ball. And when I go to the other way, I have one, I think, maybe it's this week or next week. I lose one gets a little sketchy, gets a little off. I think it misses or ricochets. I think this might have been it. There it is. Oh gosh, I felt bad there. Almost took Lauren out. Felt bad. But med ball throws, and then this is kind of an accessory lower body day. So I've started adding in these step downs, and I'm tracking the box height. And I'm trying to, once again, if you've followed me for long enough, know that this left quad and actually I believe it's the hamstring too, left leg has some nerve damage. So don't lacrosse ball too long, but trying to get it back in firing again. So I sped through those I sped up the speed, and I sped up the speed here because it can get boring watching a million reps. But this reverse lunge has been one that I've been progressing, and we're sticking with it. So here's roughly 110 pounds. No hands supporting on the racks or anything like that. Makes it a lot tougher. I think it has to do with your balance. I think it challenges your glutes a little bit more doing that. Just an anecdotal feel. And then I hit the power runner upstairs. And then I threw these sandbags inside. And everybody was gone. And I was trying this out. And do I like it? Do I not? So I threw both my 40 and my 60-pound sandbags. I think it's 44 and 60 is what we have them loaded with randomly right now. But obviously, very narrow room for short air, very small margin of error here. I just want to get out and throw the real things, I'll be honest. But I'm trying to do things where I can get better however I can. So, yeah, with it having to be so straight without messing something up or breaking something, I was successful on the day. I didn't measure anything or care what it went, but was nervous while doing this. And then we get into the next day, Friday at Wesley Chapel. Hit some box jumps, holding some dumbbells, some pull-ups, face pulls. New one I've put in there is Smith Machine Incline. And then some other, messing with some incline and just trying to work my chest and my shoulders and my pressing. And also had like some arm stuff in there. Now, this was after that power runner and those throws at the gym. I'm like, I just wanted to throw. So it was finally drying up. So I got some driveway sheaf in. I need to get my ladder little setup back up in my backyard so I have some height to throw at. But went all with my original side. So if you followed along a little bit, you've noticed I've switched sides here and there. And this one I was not. I kind of just decided to stick with one side. It's feeling okay. Once again, need to go throw over a bar. Need to get back to what I used to be able to do. In the past, I was able to hit 30 feet with a 20-pound bag. Now, it would take a lot. I was mostly 28 every day or every games, but 30 would happen. And then, really want to get back to that. So trying to work on some things, still see some things that have issues. Oh, I forgot I even did these. So I tried to throw this sandbag into, you notice the open grass area across the street. But I've never thrown in this dark before. And when throwing and spinning around in the dark, your perception of where you're at was very different and difficult. So not a fan, probably not going to do these again. Instead, I might just do some stand throws with it. But spinning around in the dark was a little wonky. Finished the week up on Saturday, had an insanely crazy, all over the place, busy work day, and snuck in. Just got them done. 6 sets of 4 on front squat. You'll see one set here at 150 kilos. I got it in at station 4 while we were on a move up to station 4. Snuck it in there. Got them in, got them done. Had to bust through them. I don't know how I survived and got them done in like less than 30 minutes. And then as soon as I got done, not within 3 minutes, we hit a call. So it was like in between calls. So I'm going to go over and try to bang these out. Got them done. So very, very solid week. I've had some solid weeks. I'm excited with that. We're going to keep pushing. Thanks for tuning in this long. And Karen, we'll see you next time.